Good morning, friends, followers, family, and guests, especially those of you from Oregon. I received an advertisement this morning from James A. Ball, and he is requesting my support for the Republican Party, but more specifically for himself. He's young, he's idealistic, and I would vote for him over any Democrat, but I'd probably vote for him last over any other Republican. And here's the reason why. Somehow he seems to think his message is, and it's a winning message of all the stupid things I've heard, is, oh gee, we all need to sit around, we all need to have a conversation, we're going to touch belly buttons, it'll be a wonderful world, we'll work things out. He's naive. I doubt that he's dumb and stupid, but he's definitely not politically astute. He's going to win nothing with that conversation. I doubt that he'll win a position. Everybody wants the touchy-feely thing. We all want to work things out. But the truth is, the difference between the Democratic Party on the left and the Republicans on the right is that the Democrats and Republicans are so politically opposed, there's no such thing as a conversation. It's power politics. And the Democrats, this last go around in Oregon, repeatedly demonstrated that when everything was in place to dictate, absolutely dictate, the need to get together. What did they do? They're still having riots in Portland. Oh my word. Go figure that one out. And that's because of the Democrats, those low-life assholes. And this guy, James A. Ball, wants me to sit down and have a discussion. Yeah, oh gee, I don't want you to hurt my kids anymore. Oh gee, we need to work things out. When everything is going the way the D's want it right now. And they'll keep it going that way as long as they stay in power. And they'll keep it going that way for a reason. And that reason is power. Swamp. What can they suck off the people? What can they suck off from you and me? They don't care about you. They don't care about your posterity. They don't care about anything. They all want something for nothing. And there's nothing out there that's free. Everything costs. It may or may not cost out of one hand or the other, but it costs somebody. So we take a look at what this James A. Ball wants. Of course, this won't get there in time. I'm making this a public video. I doubt he'll ever see it, even though I'm going to put it on his timeline as a comment in response. I think if you're a Republican and you have no other alternative, you need to vote for the guy. And I think that if you're a moderate anything and you have no other alternative, you need to vote for the guy. But the reality is, his ass is sucking wind. You need to find somebody who's tough, politically astute, and can work the machinations behind the scenes to get things actually done. And this guy has no background. He has no credibility. He hasn't compromised himself enough that he has chits that he can play off. I remember sitting in a poker game one time, and we had 3 Ds and 3 Rs, active politicians in the Oregon State Congress or Legislature, whatever we call it, and 2 others, myself and another. And we played poker. And while we played poker, they negotiated behind the scenes of how they wanted a deal to come out and how it would work for the Ds and how it would work for the Rs. Both sides trying to figure out how to make a compromise. They made that compromise at the table that night, and I watched it unfold over the next 7 weeks, and it became a reality. And you got some guy who wants to sit down for a conversation, right? Oh my word. But anyway, it is what it is. 2 weeks left. I've already voted. I voted responsibly. And I'll let you all figure out how I voted, right? So to that end, have a great week. Have the rest of your week best ever. And for those of you who, every day I do birthdays off my list. I get anywhere from 6 or 7 a day up to 15 or 20. And I'm sorry I can't do them on a more individual basis, but I just have too many to go through. For all of you, have a great the rest of your life starting today. Make it so.